even with the technology we have today, with the cranes, with the machinery, with everything we have today, you know how hard it would be to build some of those pyramids? You know how much some of those stones weigh that they built the pyramids with?
I know. It's amazing. And even the whole mummification and embalming,
exactly.
Yeah. Amazing. I've spent a lot of time going to, there's an Egyptian museum near me, an hour away in another town called San Jose, and it's called the Rosicrucian Museum. And every time I go there, I'm in awe of these people and what they've created. And even the whole mummification process, some of them look, better than the living I've seen.
Right, yeah. You're in California?
I'm in California.
California? Okay.
Yeah, yep, that museum's in California. At the San Jose Rosicrucian Museum. I think you can find it online. And they've just redecorated it and expanded it, and they've even made like a praying temple for people to go. I think they're even opening a school to get an education and become part of the Order of the Rosicrucian. The Rosicrucians themselves are very interesting people, too.
That's what I was going to just ask. What is that? What is Rosicrucian?
I'm not quite sure, so I'm not going to elaborate on something I don't know too much about. I had a friend who was involved with it many years ago, and I can't remember all the things she said about it, but it is a positive. I think it's a lot about enlightenment, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with the order of it, what it is exactly, but I sure do love the museum. I could spend hours there.
But I mean, Rosicrucian, is it Middle Eastern? Is it
Egyptian? I believe it's Egyptian. Rosicrucian is Egyptian. I'm trying to Google it right now so that I can, maybe give some of my listeners something here. It says here the Rosicrucian Order is a community of seekers who study and practice the metaphysical laws of governing the universe. Well, that's very interesting. And the website I got it off of, I'm going to copy, paste, and put it in the chat for all you guys if you want to look it up at your own leisure. It is a very interesting topic. And your girlfriend's right on it. She got all the information. All right, Daniela. Good job.
That's what she does. She's an overachiever. Golly.
Well, go ahead.
Between 1607 and 1616, I was wondering if maybe Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, even current Michio Kaku, I wonder if they subscribe to this or if they were part of the order. I don't know. It's definitely something worth researching, I guess. It says here that the Rosicrucian is also like a secret society at one time. It was a philosophical secret society said to have been found in late medieval Germany by Christian Rosenkreuz. It holds a doctrine of theology built in the Essenic truths. I really should put glasses on when I read, Bill. Bear with me, folks. Let's see. It follows an ancient path which, concealed from the average man, provide insight into nature, the physical universe, and the spiritual realm. The Rosicrucian is the symbol of the rosy rose cross, which is also found in certain rituals beyond craft or Blue Lodge Freemasonry. Freemasons, huh?
Yeah, that brings up the Freemasons. So, very interesting.
Oh, you were right on then, because you said it was a secret society type deal.
Something like that, yeah. I wish I could tell you guys more about it, but I don't know a whole lot about the Order of the Rosicrucian. I'm wondering if it's kind of like the Masons and, Secret Order of the Masonic Lodge. I come from a long line of them on my dad's side. So It's interesting. That's another topic we can just jump right into. Masons. Do you know a whole lot about that, or?
I know one Freemason, and he showed me a handshake, and that was it. He won't say too much about it. He said they meet. He said they're in every single area of the United States, probably the world. He told me the United States, but he told me he can show up to any town and have a place to stay. All he said, yep. I don't know if that's 100% true. I don't know, but I know one.
I think it depends on rank, too. I mean, after the 33rd degree, you don't talk about it anymore. That's the highest degree. There are higher degrees, but from what I've been told, it's considered more of the Illuminati effect. After the 33rd degree, there's secrets that you're involved in that cannot be shared to anybody, not even your own family, is my understanding. Now, like I said, I did my ancestral background, and my dad's side, mother's side's Italian, my dad's side's English, Canadian, and Scottish, and I got back to early 1800s, and all these records showed Masons, Freemasons, and then I find out, I went and saw my grandmother's gravestone up in Spokane, Washington, with my grandfather, and I go there, and I look up, and there's a Freemason emblem on their tombstones, and I'm going, wow, these people, I gotta go research my family tree, because my dad never talked about it. I asked him, why aren't you a Mason? He looked at me and he goes, because I don't need to rule the world. I don't need to control people. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, why are you saying that? I never understood it, Bill, until I started getting into all this paranormal conspiracy theory stuff. I thought, that's a very odd comment from my father.
Exactly right. Are you interested in conspiracy theories? Like, is that a...
Oh, yes.
Again,
there are some, yes.
After the show, I'm going to send you some information. A friend of mine,
okay.
He actually works for the government, and I'm sure he will do your show. And
wow, yes.
Amazing. He has this security level that's insane, but you'll enjoy being in touch with this guy. So
I would love to. Yes, I do the conspiracy theories. I've had a few people on before, not when I was with this network, but with another network. And I actually did it when it's not really a conspiracy theory because it was actually fact, and it was about election fraud and how all these politicians are involved in it, and it doesn't make either party look good. They're all involved. What it shows me is that they're all crooks. I don't care if they hold the big D or the big R. I just shook my head. That's not really a conspiracy theory. That's kind of true. That's true. But, I've had people on my show when I was doing AM all about 9/11. I actually have a friend here in town that has a TV show, local public broadcasting. I think it's called The Conspiracy Files, and he goes on and talks about all kinds of conspiracy theories. Some are unbelievable. Some are like so off the wall, but sometimes you're so off the wall that you have to sit back and go, maybe it's possible. Maybe that's what they want us to think.
Well, let me tell you something. The people I've talked to, you know how tuned in and turned on America is? Like, nobody in this, homeless people have cell phones and iPads and shit. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has everything. You cannot hide in our country. Some other countries, you can hide a little bit, but with satellites, with technology, it's very, very hard to hide. I was talking to my friend about it. You can't hide in this country. It's impossible.
Oh, no. It is impossible. I actually have a godfather who he was in Vietnam, and the war messed him up pretty bad, and he has a cell phone that is as old as time. And I for the life of me, the last time I saw him a couple of years ago, I could not understand. So it's 2000. This is like 2012. It's 2012, and why do you have a phone that is like one of the original cell phones that ever came out? He won't upgrade. He won't do this. He won't do that. I couldn't understand it. He looks at me and he goes, "This is the only make and model with no tracking device." And I'm going. It was then I started thinking, you're right. We can't hide. You're right, Bill. We can't hide from anybody. They'll find us.
Yeah.
They consider the computer.
Exactly right. It's all work from home now, and they don't rely just on cell phones and things like that. We have a show coming up with the guy I'm telling you about, and
right after mine, right?
What's that?
Is it tonight? Right after mine?
No. This is going to be. I think our show's in February with him.
Oh, okay.
But we've had conversations. You have no idea what's being monitored. Nobody does. He talks about it a little bit. Even small people like me, I'm not a millionaire. My bank account is monitored. My transactions are monitored. Everybody's Facebook is monitored. Everybody's Twitter is monitored. It's going to... That shows... Oh, Danielle just told me it's February 18th is when he's on.
Okay.
But it's scary, kind of.
It is scary. Facebook especially. It's funny we should bring that up. I know I seem like I have ADD. I'm going from one topic to another topic, but this is a lighthearted conversation of just about things in general. And you bring up Facebook, and I find it really interesting. Here's a conspiracy theory for you, and I don't know how true it is. I haven't researched it. The kid who owns Facebook, I can't remember his name. The rich guy.
Yeah. It was
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg, I think.
Zuckerberg.
That movie, Social Network. I love the movie.
I haven't seen that yet. I'm going to have to go and see that. Zuckerberg. They say now the day is stuff I hear on my Coast to Coast AM and some other radio shows I listen to late at night when I can't sleep. They were talking about Zuckerberg when he was younger. He changed his name, and the reason he had his name changed is because his last name was a Rothschild. And I'm sure that name, Rothschild, it's a big conspiracy theory name with the Illuminati, the Rothschild family fortune. They're pretty much one of the 7 or 12 families that pretty much control everything. The global market, money, economy, anything you can think of, a Rothschild has control. No, they're saying that Zuckerberg had his name changed as a younger boy, I don't remember what age, from Rothschild to Zuckerberg, and then created Facebook as a perfect vessel to spy on the public and the world. And my God, it's genius. It's absolutely true. It's like the CIA. It's a free portal for the CIA to just look at everything.
Do you think that it was created in cooperation with the government? Is that what you think? Is that what you're saying?
It could be, because I kind of see our government as, and not just our government, the government, I think we think that Old England was the original establishment of money, and that's where all that power comes from, in England. And I think in the Rothschild, they are from that part of the world, English. And they're, Rothschild is one, Rockefeller is another name. The Rockefellers, New York, they're a holder of all kinds of things in New York, Rockefeller Center, that's another big family name. But I do think that this Facebook was created, and it's genius. It's genius, and it's made him billions.
Well, if we can find somebody to talk to on Facebook, they can